mene, tekel, parsin.
Imagine throwing the biggest party of your life. Music is loud. Wine is flowing. Laughter fills the room. You feel untouchable, powerful, unstoppable. Now imagine that before the night ends, you are dead. No warning. No second chance. Just a message written on a wall. This is not a horror movie. This is a real Bible story. Long ago, in the powerful city of Babylon, there lived a king named Belshazzar. Babylon was rich. Babylon was strong. Its walls were massive. Many believed the city could never fall. Outside the gates, an enemy army waited. But Belshazzar wasn't worried. Instead of preparing for battle, he threw a huge party. Thousands of guests filled the palace leaders, nobles, friends, and companions. The wine flowed freely, and confidence filled the air. Belshazzar believed nothing could touch him. As the night grew louder and the wine took control, the king made a dangerous decision. He ordered servants to bring gold and silver cups taken from the temple of God in Jerusalem. These cups were holy. They were meant for worship, not for drunken celebration. Belshazzar lifted the cup and drank from it. Then he praised gods made of gold, silver, bronze, iron, wood, and stone gods that could not see, hear, or understand. At that moment, the room was full of laughter. But heaven was silent. Then suddenly, it happened. In the middle of the celebration, a hand appeared. No body, no face. Just a human hand, floating, writing. The fingers scratched words onto the palace wall, glowing in the light of the lamps. The music stopped. Laughter vanished. Every eye locked onto the wall. King Belshazzar saw it, and his face turned pale. His confidence disappeared. His knees began to shake. His legs gave way beneath him. The king who mocked God was now terrified. Belshazzar shouted for help. He called for the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians. He promised rewards, honor, and power to anyone who could read the writing and explain its meaning. One by one, they stepped forward. They stared at the wall. They whispered among themselves, but none of them could understand it. Fear filled the room. Then the queen spoke. She remembered a man named Daniel, a servant of the God of heaven, known for wisdom and understanding. Daniel was brought in. He stood calmly before the king, unimpressed by promises of reward. He said the gifts could be kept, but the message would be explained. Daniel reminded the king of the past, how God had humbled mighty rulers before. And then he spoke directly to Belshazzar. "You knew all this," he said, "yet you still lifted yourself against God. You dishonored what was holy. You praised lifeless gods." Then Daniel turned to the wall and read the words.
Mene, tekel, parsin.
He explained their meaning. God has numbered your days and they are finished. You have been weighed and found wanting. Your kingdom has been divided and given to others. The message was clear. Judgment had arrived. That very night, while the party lights still glowed, the enemy entered Babylon. King Belshazzar was killed. The greatest celebration of his life became his final night. This story still speaks today. God is not mocked. Pride blinds the heart. Time is limited, and truth always stands. The hand did not shout. It did not argue. It simply wrote and left. So the question remains, if God were to write something about your life today, what would it say?